My dad, this was his dream job. I know my brother Rob, this was his dream job. This is my dream job. My dad was a great player at Dartmouth. When they were looking for a hockey coach to come and coach at West Point, as it turned out, he was offered the job in 1950, and he agreed to take it for 1 year. And that 1 year turned into 36. As a kid growing up, my dad would sit around the table and often tell stories about Coach Lombardi, Coach Parcells, Coach Knight, Coach K growing up, and these were all people that were here at West Point. And my dad then retired in '86, and my brother Rob took over for him. As sad as it was to know that my dad would be retiring from West Point, because this was home for all of us, it made us all feel at ease knowing that, okay, hey, Rob's going to be here. Then my brother decided to take a different path and get out of coaching, and never did I ever imagine being the head coach here at West Point. And even to this day, I still find myself kind of pinching myself that I'm kind of following in my dad's footsteps. For the family to be here in this position since 1950, it's kind of like the old 5 and 10 cent store.
I think it's awesome that I went from my grandfather to my Uncle Rob and then now to my dad. But I think growing up, seeing my Uncle Rob coach, I think it was awesome for me to be able to learn from him first and see my dad as the assistant coach. And then once my dad went on to be the head coach, it was cool to see him, develop as a coach. People don't really know about the 1960 Olympics, the first gold medal.
When he had the job offered to him to be the head coach of the Olympic team in 1960, he obviously took that job.
He took the team that he wanted. He didn't want to listen to anyone else tell him, which guys to pick.
He knew on paper maybe they didn't stack up against the Canadians and the Russians, but he was going to bring the team here and train them and make them the best conditioned team that they could possibly have.
I think it's pretty awesome to see how they were such an underdog. Once they got there, they were able to beat Canada, Russia, which was the Soviets, Czechoslovakia. One specific story was actually the Soviet captain.
Sologubov, the Russian player who came in when they were playing the Czechs and was telling the guys to take oxygen.
Told them, here, give your guys this, it'll help you. And they came out with basically 5 wins. The 1980 team tied a game, but his team actually won all the games.
Once somebody did ask him or say to him, well, Coach, you must have been really nervous, coaching at the Olympics. And he kind of looked at him and said, nervous? He said, I've never been nervous coaching a hockey game. He said, but when I was a Navy pilot, he said, flying the Pacific in the pitch black with no instruments, he goes, then I was nervous.
So my grandfather's decision to stay after winning the Olympics was, obviously a tough one for him.
I know why he stayed. Now that I've had the opportunity to sit where he sat, West Point's an amazing place. And as a coach, to have the opportunity to be around cadets on a daily basis and know that in some small way you help to shape these young men into being future leaders of our country makes this the best job in all of college sports.